The first time Professor Adrian Blackwood called my name, I thought I was about to get praised. Instead, he destroyed my presentation in front of 200 students. And somehow, that was exactly when my problem started. Because the more he challenged me, the harder it became to stop thinking about him. "Your conclusion is weak." Those were his exact words. The entire room went silent. I wanted the floor to open and swallow me whole. Then he looked directly at me. "Fix it and present again next week." The worst part? I actually got excited. 3 days later, I was living inside the library. Coffee became my personality. Sleep became a distant memory. And somehow Professor Blackwood appeared behind me. At 11 p.m. Who visits the library at 11 p.m.? Apparently professors who enjoy terrifying students. I nearly launched my laptop across the room. Professor Blackwood actually laughed. I didn't even know he knew how. "Easy, Langford." His smile lasted 2 seconds. Then it vanished like it never happened. Now, I was curious. The next week, I nailed the presentation. Perfectly. When class ended, everyone left. Everyone except me. Professor Blackwood stared at my work, then nodded once. One nod, and somehow that felt better than getting an A. Things should have gone back to normal. Instead, campus rumors started. Apparently, people thought I was secretly trying to become Professor Blackwood's favorite student. I wasn't. At least, not intentionally. Before things get even crazier, make sure you like and subscribe. Trust me, you are absolutely going to want to see where this disaster goes. Because this was the exact week Professor Blackwood accidentally became my roommate. Okay, not officially. The university had a plumbing disaster in the faculty apartments. Half the professors needed temporary housing. Guess whose landlord rented out a spare room? Mine. The moment Adrian walked through the front door, I forgot how language worked. "Professor Langford." Silence. My landlord grinned like he'd just invented suffering. Living together revealed something unexpected. Professor Blackwood was terrible at cooking. Like, dangerously terrible. The man nearly set pasta on fire. I didn't even know that was possible. After saving dinner, I expected gratitude. Instead, he crossed his arms. "You seem very pleased with yourself." I smiled. "You're welcome." His eye twitched. Victory. The following morning, I learned another secret. Adrian Blackwood talks to himself. A lot, especially when grading papers. And apparently every student except me annoyed him. I wasn't sure whether to feel honored or worried. Everything changed during a campus fundraiser. I signed up for the finance competition. The prize was $10,000. Every business student wanted it, including me. Then the organizers announced the mentor assignments. Guess who got assigned to help my biggest rival? Professor Blackwood. Not me, my rival, a guy named Carter Hayes. Carter was rich, popular, annoyingly perfect. And now he was spending every afternoon with Adrian. I hated how much that bothered me. Then Carter started winning. A lot. Almost suspiciously a lot. Students began whispering. Some claimed Professor Blackwood was helping him too much. Others thought something worse was happening. One night, I accidentally overheard an argument. Adrian wasn't helping Carter. He was investigating him. Apparently, somebody was cheating in the competition. And Carter was the prime suspect. Suddenly, everything made sense. The extra meetings, the secret conversations, the weird tension. For the first time, I felt bad for doubting him. For about 5 minutes. Then Carter showed up again. A week later, disaster struck. Someone leaked confidential competition data, and somehow, the evidence pointed directly at me. Within hours, students were talking. Professors were talking. Even my parents were calling. My entire scholarship was suddenly at risk, and nobody believed me. Nobody except Adrian. He walked into the disciplinary hearing, looked directly at the committee, and said one sentence. "Felix Langford didn't do this." The room exploded. That should have saved me. Instead, it made everything worse. Because now the entire campus wanted to know one thing. Why was Professor Adrian Blackwood risking his career for a student? And honestly, I wanted to know too. The next morning, campus gossip reached nuclear levels. Some students thought Adrian was secretly related to me. Others thought I was blackmailing him. One guy genuinely believed I was an undercover billionaire. Honestly, that was my favorite theory. Unfortunately, the disciplinary committee wasn't laughing. I was suspended from the finance competition while they investigated. $10,000. Gone. Just like that. Meanwhile, Carter Hayes looked way too happy. That evening, Adrian knocked on my apartment door, holding pizza. I stared. He stared. Then he awkwardly lifted the box. Evidence suggests food improves morale. That might have been the most professor sentence ever spoken. Halfway through dinner, I asked the question, "Why did you defend me?" Adrian froze. The room suddenly felt very small. Then he answered, "Because facts matter." That wasn't the answer, and we both knew it. The next day, I decided to investigate. Bad idea. Within 30 minutes, I accidentally locked myself inside a records room, alone, for 2 hours. The university security guard laughed so hard he cried. The embarrassing part? Adrian had to come get me. The really embarrassing part? He couldn't stop laughing. Apparently, professors are much happier when students suffer. But my accidental prison sentence wasn't completely useless. I found something strange. Several files connected Carter to leaked competition information. Not enough proof, but enough questions. That night, Adrian and I reviewed evidence together. At first, it felt professional. Then our hands touched reaching for the same document. And suddenly, I forgot how investigations worked. Adrian pulled away immediately. I pretended not to notice. He pretended not to notice. The paper between us suddenly became the most interesting paper in human history. The following week brought another problem. Someone anonymously uploaded photos of Adrian and me together. Nothing romantic, just normal pictures. Unfortunately, the internet has never cared about facts. By lunch, hashtags existed. By dinner, memes existed. By midnight, somebody had edited wedding music into a video of us arguing. I wish I was joking. Adrian looked absolutely horrified. I laughed so hard I couldn't breathe. For the first time, I saw him completely lose composure. It was adorable. Not that I noticed. Then came the charity gala. Every finalist in the competition had to attend, including me, including Carter, including Adrian. Nothing bad could possibly happen, which should have been my warning. I borrowed a suit, a very expensive suit, a suit I absolutely could not afford. The moment Adrian saw me, he stopped talking mid-sentence. For some reason, that felt important. Then Adrian showed up, and suddenly every other man in the room became irrelevant, which was inconvenient, because I was trying very hard not to have feelings. The gala included a fundraising auction, and somehow Carter started a bidding war against me over a stupid weekend vacation package. We spent $5,000 proving neither of us was mature. After losing the auction, Carter cornered me. His smile disappeared. "So you're the professor's favorite." There was something dangerous in his voice. For the first time, I felt genuinely nervous. Before Carter could say more, Adrian appeared, like some extremely attractive security system. Carter backed off immediately. That definitely wasn't suspicious. The next day, everything finally exploded. A university server audit uncovered hidden login records. The leaked competition files hadn't come from me. They came from Carter's account. Turns out, Carter wasn't working alone. A competition judge had been helping him. Together, they'd manipulated rankings for months. The scandal hit every major campus news page. My name was cleared. My scholarship was restored. The competition reinstated me. Everything should have felt perfect. Instead, I couldn't stop thinking about Adrian. Because the crisis was over, and now there were no more excuses. That evening, Adrian knocked on my door again. No pizza this time, just a serious expression. "I need to tell you something, Felix." My heart immediately started panicking. Because there are only two kinds of conversations that begin like that. Very good ones and very bad ones. Then he said, "And that's when everything changed." I stared at Adrian. Adrian stared at me. The suspense was becoming physically painful. Finally, he spoke. "I've accepted a job offer." My stomach dropped. That was not the sentence I expected. The new position was at a prestigious investment consulting firm. Apparently, they wanted him to lead their executive education division. The salary was ridiculous. The benefits were ridiculous. My mood was ridiculous. "Congratulations." I said it. I even smiled. A terrible smile. The kind people use when they're dying inside. Adrian looked frustrated. "You're taking this strangely." "Strangely? Sir, I'm trying not to emotionally collapse in front of you. The next week became torture. Every lecture felt important. Every conversation felt important. Even hearing him complain about bad coffee felt important. My crush had officially become a crisis. Then my best friend Harper finally snapped, "You are painfully obvious." I almost choked on my drink. What? Felix, everyone knows. Everyone? Everyone? Apparently everyone did know. The librarian knew, my classmates knew. The security guard definitely knew. At this point, the campus squirrels probably knew. The only person who supposedly didn't know was Adrian, which felt statistically impossible. Then something unexpected happened. Adrian stopped avoiding me. Instead, he started spending more time with me. Coffee breaks, career advice, lunch meetings, my emotional stability never recovered. One afternoon, he helped me prepare for a national finance case competition. Hours passed. Neither of us noticed. Until campus security kicked us out of the building. As we walked home, it started raining. Hard. Within seconds, we were completely soaked. Adrian looked miserable. I laughed. He glared at me, then started laughing too. That was the first time I realized something. Adrian looked happiest when he forgot to act like a professor. A few days later, the national competition results arrived. I won, actually won, out of thousands of students. I couldn't believe it. The first person I wanted to tell was Adrian, which probably should have told me everything I needed to know. That evening, we celebrated at a quiet rooftop restaurant. For once, there were no scandals, no rumors, no investigations, just us talking. At some point, the conversation shifted. Careers, dreams, future plans. Then Adrian became unusually quiet. I recognized that look. Something important was coming. Before we get to the biggest moment of this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. You've made it this far through all the chaos, scandals, and emotional disasters. Now let's finish this journey together. Adrian took a deep breath, then looked directly at me. Felix, you're no longer my student. My heart stopped. He continued. I'm leaving the university next month. I nodded. I already knew that. Then he said something I didn't know. And that's not the only reason I asked you here. For the first time since I'd met him, Professor Adrian Blackwood looked nervous. Actually nervous. That terrified me. Every lesson I taught you, he paused. Pulled me closer to you too. I forgot how breathing worked. For months I'd imagined hearing those words. None of my imaginary versions prepared me for the real thing. Because the real thing felt better. I laughed. Not because it was funny, because after everything we'd survived, rumors, scandals, competition drama, the answer had been right in front of me the whole time. I like you too, Adrian. 1 year later, I was working at one of the top financial consulting firms in the country. Adrian was thriving in his new executive education role. Our schedules were chaotic, our lives were busy, but every morning started the same way. Coffee, bad jokes, and the man who once taught me finance. Now teaching me what happiness looked like. And honestly, I think I finally got an A in that class.